Hi, this is Linda Ridenour coming to you with some wonderful news. One day, our daughter calls and my husband, Lynn, answers the phone. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Dad. Then Lori says, Dad, would you and Mom consider moving near us? Jeff and I are considering starting our family. Lynn stopped her. Sweetheart, that sounds like you're looking for some free babysitters. But a dad can twist her daughter's arm. So we moved to a small Missouri town in the middle of the state. Moved into a cozy, small house that had been completely renovated inside and out, from top to bottom. And the good news is, it's close to where Lori teaches in the Career Center at the high school. At lunchtime, Lori can be sitting in her car and within 3 minutes be sitting at our kitchen table eating lunch with us. While living in the Kansas City area, Lynn and I routinely went to the doctor and had our blood drawn and was seen every 3 months or so by a wonderful doctor friend of ours in the area. Typically, our blood work came back normal. However, the last time we had our blood work drawn, Lynn's came back normal, but mine did not. Linda, said our doctor friend, maybe we should run some more tests to make sure you're doing okay. So she got me right in the hospital for a CAT scan, an MRI, and an ultrasound, and soon afterward called us back into her office. I could sense she was uneasy. She told us, it looks like, Linda, you might have something going on. I'm not sure, so let's schedule a biopsy as soon as possible. Sure enough, the biopsy determined it was cancer, pancreatic cancer. And doctors don't give you much hope with this type of cancer. So I had a biopsy taken, and it made me very, very sick at my stomach. And we were moving at that time, but our friends helped us move. I let our doctor know we were in the middle of selling our home and moving to a small town to be near our daughter. Lynn and I planned for me to go to the hospital based on the recommendation of our surgeon and have a portion of my pancreas removed. During the operation, the surgeon determined that was not possible, and he sewed me back up and told my husband she could have as little as a few weeks, at the most 6 months, and sent us home. Lynn breaks down in tears, weeping uncontrollably. I remember our daughter Lori walking in our house, crying her heart out as I held her. And I thought, I'm going to be fine. I never thought for a minute about leaving at all. Only the great physician knows that date. I think doctors give you a time frame based on research statistics. Based on our doctor's recommendation, we began chemotherapy treatments at Lake Regional Hospital, about 20 minutes from our home. 3 weeks in a row, I had chemotherapy. I was so sick. Chemo not only destroys the cancer cells, but it also destroys the good cells in your body. Well, I lost a lot of weight, didn't really want to eat, and felt extremely sick all the time. During my last treatment, the unexpected happened. My blood pressure suddenly dropped. I was dizzy and had a headache. And quickly, there were 3 or 4 nurses scrambling around me. They determined I had a reaction to the chemo medicine and rescheduled me to be seen in 6 months. We returned in 6 months, took another CAT scan, and had my blood work checked. I'll never forget it. My oncologist walks in the treatment room, looks at my chart, and says, "Your blood work is amazing." The doctor leaves the room and her assistant walks in, sits down, and begins fumbling through my chart, not saying a word, looking at the chart with an almost befuddled look on her face. Finally, she says, "Your blood work looks good. Your tumor is shrinking. There's no more need for chemotherapy. There's no more cancer cells growing around the tumor. So I see no reason to do any more chemotherapy treatment. We can't really do anything for you. You're getting better. You're free to go. Lynn and I both hear her say, "This has gotta be God." Fast forward another 6 months. Every 6 months for nearly the past 2 years now, I have been going to my oncologist to get a CAT scan. About an hour ago, my husband and I just got back from the hospital cancer center for my latest scan and got some incredible news. Today, my oncologist told me my tumor near my pancreas has not increased, not got larger or spread. That's unheard of. And he would see me in 6 months and walks out the room. One of the nurses walks up to my husband, gives him a hug, and says, "You married a miracle woman." Guess what the title of our new book is? This has got to be God. One couple's remarkable story of beating cancer and other miracles.
This is Linda's husband, Lynn. You're looking at a slide that's truly demonstrating the love of our Father. Oh, His mercy towards His children. This is Linda 2 years ago. And look, this is Linda today. It's been over a year since she's had any treatments. I call that the power of the living God. She gets around, she goes shopping. We are having the time of our lives, loving one another, loving our precious Lord. I just wanted to show you Linda 2 years ago and Linda today.
Sometimes my husband is asked, "What's your plans, Lynn?" "That's easy," he says. Lynn and I both have a burning desire to tell the world what the Lord has done for us, especially for Linda. We're going to be traveling. She's a walking miracle. Here we are 2 years later, and the tumor in her pancreas keeps shrinking, not spreading. She feels wonderful. She shops, has a newfound love, cooking, and we sit for hours on the couch in the evening, holding hands, loving each other's company. Life is wonderful. Should you be interested in Lynn and I coming your way and telling our story of the God of the impossible, contact us at htrails2, the number 2, at gmail.com or text our office at 573-480-8660. We love to tell our stories, what God has done. God bless you. And now my husband wants to tell you of another remarkable miracle. Sweetheart,